Hello everyone and welcome to the Buff Life. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today is day one of my vegetarian 30-day challenge. I was going to vlog and show you exactly what I had to eat, but for some reason the footage that I took got completely corrupted. I'm going to still try and retrieve that, so you'll see that tomorrow. But today I'm coming to you about an update on the Oscars and who won. So the previous video that I did, I was discussing who I thought would win for the Oscars for 2019, but it was a lot of surprises for the Oscars in this particular year. And I hadn't watched Oscars all the other years, basically, because I didn't feel like it was a fair representation of African American people or minorities in general. So this year they had Crazy Rich Asians in there, Black Klansmen, Black Panther, If Beale Street Could Talk. There was just like so much representation. I was like, yes, finally, I'm going to watch the Oscars. And let me tell you, I am so glad that I did, because I got to see Spike Lee receive his first Oscar for Black Klansman. I was like jumping out of my seat, because to me, Spike Lee is very good. I loved all of his movies that he's done so far. And I feel like, that is something that he should have gotten a long time ago, but I'm glad he got it last night. Even in that little purple suit that he had on, I was like, go ahead, Spike Lee, you did it. And when he jumped into the arms of Sam Jackson, I was like, yeah, I was right there with him. So congratulations to you, Spike Lee, you deserved it. Another big surprise of the evening, to me, altogether, was that Green Book. Green Book won for Best Picture, and that was like a stunner, because I don't think a lot of people even thought Green Book was going to win. It was very controversial, because the movie was about a black pianist and his chauffeur. But apparently, and I've never read this, I just heard this in passing, that apparently the director made some derogatory comments, and it was something going on with that movie when it came out. So a lot of people were not happy about the fact that Green Book took Best Motion Picture. I know Spike Lee wasn't, because he made a statement afterwards. But Green Book got it, and I'm just happy because Mahershala Ali, I think he's pronouncing it, Mahershala Ali, he took it for Best Supporting Actress. So he got actress, I say, and he got an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for that movie, Green Book. So Green Book got Best Picture, and then Mahershala Ali got Best Supporting Actor for that movie. Now, there was another very good one for the night, which I want to talk about, which is Regina King. I am so excited that Regina King got her first Oscar. This girl has been a great actress, as far as I know, from the beginning, when I first started noticing her way back in Boys in the Hood. And she was that ghetto girl with the braid. I was like, yes, yes, yes. So she finally got it, and she looked amazing in her white gown. I mean, she was just flawless. And I was just so happy for her, because if you saw the movie, she got it for If Beale Street Could Talk. And she did an outstanding job in that movie. I mean, I watched it twice, and I was like, wow, I'm just so proud of you, Regina. I hope you get it. And she won. And that is another one, another first-time winner of the evening, African American. Also, let me keep continuing the glory here, because there were two other black women that took awards this evening, and let's talk about them. First of all, we got Ruth Carter. She got it for Black Panther. She won her first Oscar for costume design for Black Panther. Now, if you recall, Ruth Carter actually got nominations for Amistad and Malcolm X, and she didn't win, but she won this year. And congratulations to you, Ruth Carter, because you definitely deserved it. And you said on stage, and I'm going to quote you, you said it's been a long time coming, and you are absolutely right, because you deserved it. Congratulations. The other African-American woman that took it, which I'm so happy for, her name is Hannah Beachler, and she had production design, production design with, I believe his name, I don't want to say it wrong, I believe it was Jay Hart. They won an Oscar for the production design for Black Panther. So I was just like, wow, I'm glad the Black Panther is getting something, because to me, no other characters in the movie were nominated for any other awards at all. So it was just that. And then they took home a third one, but I don't remember what that one's for. I got to find out what that one is. But I'm happy that Black Panther took home the ones that they took home 3 Oscars last night. Also, I want to mention that Rami Malek, who performed as Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, won his very first Oscar last night. And he gave a speech on stage as well. And he kind of talked about how, this movie was a very good role for him to play. He loved playing it. And he is also the immigrant that it, like Freddie Mercury was. So he has some commonalities in there with Freddie Mercury. I was happy for him because I thought he did a really good job. I really enjoyed watching Bohemian Rhapsody. And then Queen opened the show with the first one they did was what was it? We Will Rock You, and then they went right into We Are the Champions, and Adam Lambert was the one singing. And Adam Lambert, I don't know if you remember him. He won American Idol, and Adam Lambert never disappoints. Anytime I hear him sing, he never disappoints, and he gave a great performance last night. You could really see the crowd getting into it, and that was like the best thing. So then, with those main ones that I talked about being one, there are some other ones that we need to mention. So for Best Actress in a Lead Role, it was Olivia Colman for The Favorite, and that was a movie about the Queen. Now, I didn't even see that movie, so I can't really say anything about that, but I think even she was in shock, because if you look at her face in the Oscar, she's just totally blown away that she got it. She had no idea she was going to receive that. So congratulations to you as well. Also, I want to talk about Best Director. Best Director, Alfonso Cuarón, and that was for the movie Roma. And that movie was about, it was supposedly about his childhood growing up. So he won for that. Now, Spike Lee, I didn't tell you what Spike Lee won for. I think it was Best Adapted Screenplay he won for. And that being said, I thought that he would actually win more than what he won. So he did. I mean, I was just happy that he got his Oscar. Yes, finally. So Spike Lee is up there with all these other great people that got it. But it was a pretty decent evening. I did enjoy the fact that Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper got up and performed their song from A Star Is Born called Shallow. And Lady Gaga won an Oscar for Best Original Picture for that movie. Yes, she did win something last night. If you did get a chance to see the movie, you'll know that she did a good job at acting. Unlike a lot of, should I say, singers that go into acting, sometimes you see them in their first roles and they're not really good. But she was actually really good. She made you feel her character, and she did a good job with that song. So congratulations to you, Lady Gaga, as well. And then let's talk about the fact that the Oscars for so many years have not had a clear representation of minorities. I think they're trying to get better. You can see some progress there. But I'm just really concerned why Crazy Rich Asians didn't get anything, because that movie was good. I watched that movie probably 4 times. I just loved it. But I gotta tell you this, Michelle Yeoh, if you guys seen her, man, she was, every time I see this woman, she is flawless. Everything she wears, she can pull it off. She looked so beautiful in what she was wearing. But the shocker of the evening, when it comes to clothing and what they wore, everybody knows Billy Porter shut the Oscars down. If you didn't see it, you need to go online and look at what he wore. He wore a tuxedo dress, and he shut it down. So from this point forward, there are going to be a lot of people having to compete with that, and it is going to be hard. I saw a lot of people on the red carpet who I thought were dressed pretty good, but I loved Angela Bassett's dress. It was beautiful. She never ages either. She's like, her birthday this year, she's going to be like 61, I think. She doesn't even look it. That woman is beautiful, and she wore like I want to say it was like a fuchsia pink dress with a big bow that came off the side. It was just gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm thinking about J-Lo. Her dress was nice. It was really shimmer. Well, it wasn't shimmery. It was like reflective. She looked pretty nice in her dress as well. There were some people who I just didn't think pulled it off at all. I won't even mention some of them, but there's one I was going to mention. I think it was Charlize Theron. She had on a dress that was blue. I didn't like the color, but I did like the way it looked on her. I thought she looked really pretty in it. She came out with her hair dark and a blue dress on. It was like one of those calming type of blues, almost gray type of look. But she's beautiful, so the dress she had on was beautiful. I didn't really care for the color. I think she needed a more cheerful color. But that was Emma Stone also. Emma Stone had on her dress would have been better on somebody else. She should have had on what Michelle Yeoh had on, and Michelle Yeoh could have wore her dress, and it would have been perfect. But I think those are the main ones that I saw that had on some of the most stunning clothing. I think everybody came in like they tried to do their best. There was a lot of people wearing different hues of pink, which I mean they brought a little bit of brilliance and stuff to the actual Oscars, so that was pretty nice. But I think wholeheartedly everyone that I saw was dressed pretty decently. I don't really think there was any one. Well, no, there was one particular. I don't remember her name. She had on, I want to say like a pink ruffly dress. Almost looked like feathers coming off of her. and the gown kind of swallowed her. You kind of like, she was already a petite person, and then they had her in this gown with all these, like, I want to say they're feathers or something, kind of like, or ruffles, maybe ruffles. So many ruffles that you could barely see her in it. And it was really, really not a good look at all. So there were like a lot of different looks there. There were a lot of different people there that really, really set the tone. Chadwick Boseman, I loved what he had on as well. I mean, he always represents, though. He always represents when he comes to the red carpets. So I wasn't surprised by that. He always looks good. I can't wait for Black Panther number two. I think that'll be equally good. Denai Guerrilla, I think it's Guerrilla or Guerrilla. And if you don't know who she plays in The Walking Dead. She's the main character in The Walking Dead, and she also played as the main character in Black Panther. She was the basically the general of the female army that T'Challa had. So if you don't, that's who she is. And she on The Walking Dead, I think her character, I forgot her name. I think she plays like, it's Shimon or something like that. I don't know what the character is. I stopped watching The Walking Dead a while ago. But another stunner. She was beautiful. She had her hair in braids, and it was just, the color was just beautiful on her skin. If you get an opportunity to look it up online, you will definitely say you like it. So just to recap, we had Robbie Malek for Best Actor. We had Olivia Colman for Best Actress. Regina King for Best Supporting Actress. Mahershala Ali for Best Supporting Actor. We had Lady Gaga won for Best Original Song. Spike Lee won for Best Adapted Screenplay. Let's see, Alfonso Cuarón won for Best Director. Green Book won Best Picture. Let's see, I'm trying to think of, Ruth Carter won for costume design for Black Panther. Hannah Beachler and Jay Hart won for production design for Black Panther. It was just all around a great evening, and If Beale Street Could Talk and Regina King, to me, was my highlight of the evening, because I think that she truly deserved it. If you haven't seen it, like I said, if you haven't seen If Beale Street Could Talk, make sure that you do check it out, because it's definitely worth seeing. It's kind of like, it'll pull on those heartstrings, but it is definitely a good movie. So I'm going to leave you at that. I want to tell you thank you for coming and watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to click subscribe. Make sure you come back for my next video. Until then, you take care and God bless you. Bye.
No, no, no.